Hello friends, 440 days of war, and today being 9th May, it's a victory day which is being celebrated globally as the Red Army crushed Nazis in 1945 along with other allied forces. Yes, today Red Army does not exist, and world over the governments are trying to rewrite the history. And on the same line, Zelensky signed a decree yesterday that on 9th May in Ukraine, no Victory Day will be celebrated, but European Day. On ground, heavy interdiction mission by the Russian forces in selected areas in Ukraine is continued, using high explosive munitions, missiles, and other airborne weapon system, while Ukrainians too are continuing heavy shelling all along the battle zone and using drones. In south, towards Zaporizhia and Kherson region, no appreciable changes have taken place. There are informations, as per British intelligence and others, that the Russians have amassed over 700 tanks and 400 MLRS in southern Ukraine to counter the Ukrainian major offensive, and 900 tanks in eastern Ukraine, while 3,000 heavy equipment are in reserve in Rostov and Belgorod region. More than 100 T-90 tanks are already deployed and battle lines in addition to the above, and 700 fighter aircraft and helicopters are available to counter Ukrainian counter-offensive, which is still being awaited. In north again, nothing special to report. The Ukrainian army continues shelling. Almost close to a week by now on Belgorod region and even towards Bryansk, while Russian forces continue attacking Sumy and Kharkiv. On ground, there are no changes. In east, towards Avdiivka, Marinka and Ugledar, the positional battle is on. And by the way, the heavy war attrition continues not only here but all along the battle zone and behind the battle zones as deep as possible. In Bakhmut, PMC assault has again started, and west of Bakhmut city towards Chernikovsky and south of it Pobeda region, that is obviously an effort to free the full Bakhmut from the Ukrainian forces, which on the other side Ukrainians are adamant not to let it go as long as possible. Both the flanks in northwest and southwest continue to be with Ukraine. Some other information: the Israelis are continue bombing at Gaza Strip, which has killed more than a dozen Palestinians and wounded 20. Few words on FABs, which are of 500 kgs denomination or maybe even in 1000 and 1500 kgs. These are bombs, also known as planning bomb or gliding bombs, and they have become very lethal in the hands of Russians against Ukrainian targets, and this must be worrying the Pentagon and NATO headquarters, who must be trying to find some solution, like what HIMARS did in the hands of Ukrainians against Russian targets. I am not saying the effect of HIMARS have become zero, but positively have been reduced, and similar way the Ukrainians will be trying. In Pakistan, ex-Prime Minister Imran Khan is arrested. That means more trouble in Pakistan. Some informations coming from Bakhmut. Prigozhin had said that HIMARS has struck a detention center where Ukrainian prisoners of war were housed by the PMC Wagner. Details still not known. He also said some time back that the PMC troops had to withdraw almost 500 meters west-northwest Bakhmut due shortage of ammunitions, which are being now replenished, but The backlog has caused this problem. This could be also because of the Ukrainian counterattacks, though this news is not there elsewhere. An old veteran of World War II celebrating Victory Day in Kiev. And that's all. Thank you, friends.